NHL round 1 predictions. Let's go. And we got to start off with the East because they're finalized. Okay. So I want to know the winner and how many games.
Of each series.
Yeah, we're going to go over each series. So first one, New York Islanders are at the Carolina Hurricanes barn. Rod the Bod is ready. He's my boy. I love Rod the Bod, and it's his time. I'm going to start off right now. They're going to sweep the shit out of the New York Islanders.
Whoa.
I'm going
now. Make sure we write this down.
I'm writing them all down.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweep, my only sweep of the first round.
That's your pick. Make sure you write that.
Yeah, sweep.
It'll be on video.
Yeah, big man sweep.
Rod the Bod's looking as good as ever back there behind that bench. And I think the Islanders are just, I don't know, man. Maybe Patty Waugh fires them up for one. I think it's going to be 5 games for the Hurricanes.
Well, I'm going to go Rod the Bod is dynamite. Looks good. But Patty Waugh and the Islanders, I think, are going to go in 7. I'm an Islander fan as a kid. I always liked Mike Bossy, believe it or not. But I still like the Islanders. I love the colors. I love the jersey. I'm going to say, Islanders in 7.
Wow.
Put it down there.
I'm going to agree with Coletta, but not on the teams, on the games. I'm going to take Carolina in 7, only because Carolina in the last couple of years started off the playoffs a little bit slow. Like, it takes them a while to get into it, right? Those are 2 greasy, teams. They're kind of trap it up kind of style hockey, more defensive. I think
if you get a fight in between the benches with
a,
Waugh and Rod the Bod,
yeah.
then we're must-see TV.
Oh, yeah.
Pat McAfee's going bonkers. Goat Radio go bonkers. It'll be great.
They need that because this series is probably the less interested series.
It is.
They need to scrap on the bench.
There's always one.
I think so.
There's
not on the ice, on the bench.
Yeah.
No one cares on the ice.
Yeah.
Gotta be it.
Or just both the coaches line up center ice.
I love it.
That's awesome.
That's sweet.
Okay. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Well, we finished
consensus. Actually, 3-1 there.
Yeah,
3-1. Okay. I'm pumped for this one, guys. This is it feels like a different Toronto team. Toronto versus Boston Bruins. Okay. I think Toronto, they're not so much on a microscope this whole year. And
I think we only feel that because Vancouver's actually relevant.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what they needed. Another wicked
just for
Canadian
us,
team.
I think still the rest of Canada's feeling that Toronto microscope.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Are you really going Toronto? You got to say it.
I think we just don't care about Toronto because we get a good
I'm
team.
going Toronto in 7.
Wow.
Okay.
I think they have the better team, and they're not going to be pushed around anymore by the fucking Bruins because they're tougher. I think now. They showed it last game. They shit kicked them up and down the ice. You got Pasta that can damage you, but I can't go against the forwards of Toronto.
Okay.
They are, I think, Nylander, Marner, and the Goatrage right now, Matthews, can destroy teams, and I think they're gonna take it to Boston.
I just don't think Toronto has the goaltending, and Boston is an unbelievable team still, and I think will learn from their mishap last year in the first round. And I think it'll be Boston in 6.
I need a Canadian team to win the cup.
it.
I'm going with all Canadian teams.
I love it.
If Toronto's in the finals playing against an American team, let's go Toronto.
No.
But I don't think they're getting out of the first round.
I'm going to have to step in here, boys. Okay. This whole Canada's got to win the cup thing is rubbish. Okay. And the reason is because if you're a Vancouver Canuck fan, you're a Vancouver Canuck fan, and you don't want anybody else to win.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit. Like if you're a Lazio Roma fan, you don't care if Roma's in the Champions League playing an English team, which is sacrilege to of every Italian ever. You wouldn't cheer for Roma.
Who would you rather?
No.
You wouldn't want a Serie A
No,
team
because to me,
to win the Champions
if
League.
Lazio's not in, and that's my Italian team, I don't want anybody else to win. So if the Canucks are not in, I could care less if it's Calgary, Toronto, whatever.
If you had to choose who would win,
I'll pick the Islanders.
You know what the funny thing you said that though? Because when Toronto won the championship of basketball, it's like we the North. We the North. I'm like, they're not my team.
They're not my team.
The Grizzlies were my team.
Yeah.
They left. I'm not cheering for them. They're
Exactly.
not my team.
That
Just
whole
because-
notion, they did. I don't care. It's to me, this is my team. This is who I cheer for, and everybody else is the enemy. And that's how I feel. And I think it's kind of like, Canada has to win the cup for this and that. No, you don't. The government has to change so our dollar gets better, then everything's on par. But that's
taxes too.
And taxes, that's a different
Maybe
story.
winning a couple help.
I doubt
It's
it.
the only thing we're missing.
But
True.
I'll go to
Benefit from
this.
the country.
Bruins in 6, like Nucci. They're going to learn from their mistake last year. And let's be honest. Hockey first-round playoffs is maybe the most exciting week and a half of sports. The World Cup of Soccer is right up there. Maybe some Olympic stuff. Maybe the Olympic hockey. NFL playoffs is good. But that first round of playoffs, there's a different element of sport and competitiveness and guys, whatever. It's just, it's awesome. And I think the Leafs don't have those guys they've had in the past. And I'm talking early 2000s. Marner isn't Darcy Tucker. Matthews isn't Sundin. They don't, Morgan Riley, really good, isn't McCabe or Caberly. Like, even though they didn't win the cup, there's no McGillney coming out. I mean, as good as they are, they don't have enough sandpaper. That's my opinion. And maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm going Bruins in 6.
Okay.
And the Mosconis are going to be crying. And
Domi, Bertuzzi, sandpaper. Hey, come on. Give him credit.
Bertuzzi out to lunch with his skates. and he's wearing floppy tongues. I love him. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
That's my thought. That's my thought.
Okay, you're with Nucci.
I'm with Nucci.
Boston
I think Yoki's with us too.
I don't know why I'm saying this because I'm like anti-Toronto. I hate Toronto everything. And Boston has a great team, but like I just don't know if they know about their goaltending still. That's my only thing, right? I think they got a better team. I think Toronto, my biggest wild card with Toronto is Mitch Marner. Like if he hasn't showed up in one playoffs yet. But for some reason, something's telling me like the Toronto's going to take it in 7. I don't want it to be true, but I think like Milos said, they're going to take it in 7. Nice. Like it's a funny thing. I have a buddy, Mike Boggs.
Yeah.
I saw him at the game once, and he had a Toronto Maple Leaf jersey on. I'm like, what the hell are you wearing that for? So no, you see the back, and it had on the nameplate "sucking since 67" on it. I was just laughing, but I don't know. Like I don't like Toronto, but for some reason, I'm going to take him in 7 for the series.
Nice. And what do you mean Matthews not Sundin?
No. No chance.
No.
No.
Okay.
No. Again, I get it that it's, he's great and he's done some remarkable things this year, and his shot, it might be the best we've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just you have to do something other than just be a regular season performer. I don't know. If you want to cement your legacy and have the mustache and wear the earrings, then you better fucking win.
But
right? Because if you're going to do stuff like that, you're going to show,
Yeah.
You've got the pizzazz, he's got the character, he's in the BMO or the RBC commercials, he's got a spice to him. That's great. Now you got to win because that doesn't last too long.
And we all played in like best of 7 series before. We know what it is. Like obviously NHL's a different level, but when you get into the playoffs, it's different. Like you feel it. You walk into the rink, even playing junior hockey, it's something different, right? Like you need that extra. It's not just the most skilled players. Like there's a reason why there's people show up in the playoffs. Like you want that guy on your team because he's a playoff player. We'll see what happens with these guys this year.
I'm liking Toronto, boys. Okay. Tampa Bay Lightning, Florida Panthers. The Battle of Florida. You know what was weird? You know why I love Tampa Bay? When they won 2004, Vinny Lecavalier, Martin St. Louis, Richards, Torts was on the bench. And you know who else was a big part of their run? Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
He was there.
Hell yeah, the whole time. And
Yeah.
he was on the ice celebrating. I remember he was hugging Vinny Lecavalier. I just have to say that.
His daughter was singing the anthem, wasn't she?
Man,
I heard they didn't let him in the dressing room after
yeah, right, buddy. He was doing the pregame. So,
after they won.
okay, boys, who do you like in this one? This is another insane matchup. I really have no idea. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay in 6 games. I think they are going in hot into the playoffs. They have probably the best special teams going into the playoffs. I think their power play's first in the NHL. Their PK's 5th in the NHL. And they've been there before. A lot of that team has been there before, has won. Florida has been a great team all year, a wagon, but I think Tampa is just peaking at the right time, playing some good hockey, and those guys are pretty deadly. So I'm going to go, Tampa in 6.
They are deadly.
Yeah, lots of action, lots of firepower. I'll go Florida in 7 just because of last year. I loved Maurice and the way he handled his press conferences. I thought that was, if you're a player listening to him chat and speak, I think you're inspired. I think they got a little bit of, Tkachuk was awesome last year. I'll say tight series. We'll go Panthers.
I have Panthers in 5.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. I think every team that wins has to go through adversity. And if you look at Florida, they're kind of like Tampa, where they won the President's Cup and they got smoked in the first round. Last year, they made it all the way to finals, lost. I mean, how many injury guys do they have, right? I think those guys are kind of back fresh now because it was Kachuk's back fresh, and you have Ekblad is back fresh, Montour. So they got that rest. I just think they are a better team. And I think they're kind of going to be the new kind of Tampa going forward. So,
yeah, I really have no clue on this one, but I'm edging towards the complete vets and Stanley Cup
pedigree.
Stanley Cup, freaking almost 3 out of 3. I think Kucherov is on another. He's on another level, guys, this year. Okay. I'm going 7 games, Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
I don't even know why.
I love all the 7s here.
Yeah,
that's good. I think you're right, though. This is a tight series.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, and my Ovechkin, the great Alexander Ovechkin, he's wicked. He's wicked. You know what's? All of us counted him out a couple months in the season. We're like, he's done. He shouldn't play anymore. Did we not say that?
I don't know if we said he shouldn't play anymore.
Nucci, you were watching a game and you said, he can't fucking play anymore. I remember. He doesn't know what to do because he can't keep up. Proved us wrong. I agreed. Yeah. I agreed with you. The guy cannot stop scoring goals. I don't get it. But he's up against the New York Rangers, the President's Trophies winners. Another kind of team that needs to get over that hump. They've got a lot of experience. Mark, what do you think about this series, man?
Well, I'm not a big Ranger fan. I don't think Washington has enough power, and they might keep it, get a game. I'm not sure about the goaltending. The Rangers they're good. Obviously, they won the Presidents for a reason. Their defensive core is sick. The goaltending's sick.
Yeah.
They got guys who put the puck in the net, obviously. But, yeah, I would say Rangers in 5.
Okay.
I agree with Mark, too. Rangers in 5. I think they're going to win. I don't want it to win. My buddy is the assistant coach for Washington. Mitch Love, shout out to him. So I kind of love the guy's tough as nails, that guy. But I think New York is just overall top to bottom just a way better team. And they got the grit too. They showed when they had that line brawl, they're not going to take it from anybody, right? So everybody kind of, sometimes stuff like that brings a team together at the right time, right? I think they're going to enter the playoffs and just, for at least the first round, just dominate.
They're a contender for you.
Oh yeah, they are.
Nooch, what do you think, man?
I think it's going to be a sweep.
Oh wow. Guys,
you're
going against
the brooms are coming out on Broadway.
This is Goat Radio. You're going against the Goat, future Goat.
Yeah, I just want him to rest up nice and early for to break the record next year, so we can talk about it.
Full summer.
Why
Russian
you guys?
Gas.
Why are you guys totally blowing them off though? This is like an insane blow off.
They are the worst team to make the playoffs in. I
think ever.
Goal differential wise in
since
30-something years or something like that.
Maybe since they started keeping track of that.
But the last month, they've been one of the best. That's what I'm looking at, guys.
because the East is not that strong this year.
Yeah.
What?
It's like a snail race.
It's not
to
as
get
strong
to
as
last
the
spot.
West.
Really?
Yeah, the West is insane.
Even last year wasn't.
Look at the goal, the point totals in the.
Yeah, the point totals are.
Pull them up, Fanucci. Pull them up.
You guys,
They made it
we
with
need
like
to fact check
89
this
or
because
90
I
points?
gotta disagree.
They're under.
I wish we had the stat of
The Capitals made it
91.
with 91 points.
Yeah.
Sure, that means more competitive to for
That means
for what I think.
the Blues would have made the playoffs
Yeah.
in the East.
Yeah, I think Blues are 14th, 15th.
The
overall.
West had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams with 100 points. The East had 5 as well.
Those are bullshit stats. When no, guys,
heard it.
when you have 4 teams last game in the season trying to get one spot, that's competitive hockey. Like lower when you make the playoffs with lower points, I think that doesn't mean you're a bad squad at all. It means your division's freaking tough.
I just don't think they're deep enough. I don't think their goaltending's proven, and
No.
facing a pretty. If they were playing somebody else, I could give you the OV factor. Maybe he's the X factor, but against the Rangers, I say no dice.
He's the X factor for me. I'm going Game 7.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Washington.
If it's Game
Capitals.
7, we're watching here in the Goatrage.
100%.
Write that
Washington
down.
Capitals. I'm going against you guys. I'm wearing this jersey, man. I cannot go against them.
Beautiful.
Okay, and it's pretty funny. We're doing this pod and we're waiting for this shitty game to end. It's 4-3 for Chicago. Okay, 2 minutes left. If they lose,
Vegas lost as well.
Vegas lost. Vegas is ahead. Vegas gets to play Edmonton. Okay. By the time we do our intermission,
These games will be over.
these games will be over. So we're getting back to the intermissions. And Nucci, you can tell us what we're drinking. Okay. Hold on, let me pass you the bottle. And if it doesn't end, we're gonna go on to the trophies, the trophy presentations.
We got La Ladra Barbera d'Asti,
Yeah.
2018. It's
It's good Serbian wine.
made from
it's
grapes.
Italian. I like it. La
The grape-
Ladra is
The great Marcello Rinaldo brought that for us.
ladro is like a thief. So it's like female.
Female thief.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You know what? What do I remember?
Red top.
You had a
Carmen
good
San
little
Diego.
quote from the SFU luncheon about a good coach is a good thief.
Yeah.
Can you maybe say
Yeah.
what that meant again? Because it was that was like that's true.
Yeah, kind of like you can even. I heard somebody else say a rob do. So you rob from somebody and do it, something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. But yeah, a good thief. I mean, you're constantly stealing other guys' tactics or drills or whatever they're saying. And again, like I said, I've always said, people ask me, what do you watch to get some, whatever it is, tools or whatever you need in the mental kit. And I watch Monday afternoons, the NFL press conferences after Sunday, and I watch the coaches' conferences. And just listen to them, how they speak, how they talk, how they break down stuff, whether it's tactically or what they had to do to deviate from something that happened or whatever, and just listen to them chat about the game and how they carry themselves. So yeah, I kind of take that and kind of try to see what I can bring back. Even like I said to somebody the other day, watching my daughter's tennis coach, because it's a one-on-one sport rather than a team sport. Mm-hmm. See how she tries to get my daughter to do certain things, and so I can maybe take that to the team sport. So yeah, stealing is part of being a coach and trying to find different ways.
And you
to do
mentioned
things.
Blashoff. What did you get from him?
Yeah, he was cool. He when he was doing that, COVID had a lot of these webinars and coaching things for everything, right? Obviously, not non-in-person coaching forms.
And that's the former Detroit coach.
Jeff Blassel. I think he was in. Yeah, he did. USHL, Michigan. Western Michigan. Yeah, and now he's somewhere. But he was talking about things being black and white, and just in life or on the ice, and how he coaches his team. When they're doing video or what are they doing? It's either yes or no. It's black or white kind of thing. And he says, well, we articulate that. We let the players know what the black and white is, and they got to figure out the gray.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was real cool, because if you're trying to, you have to have a message of this is it, do this or don't kind of thing. And I think that's cool because, as a player, you are trying to figure out stuff and get by and do little things this and little things this to get coach's approval or what have you on the ice and get a little better extra ice time or on the power play or on the penalty kill. So I just thought that was cool. We call it black and white. We let the players figure out the gray.
It's a good quote.
Very good quote. That's what I wanted you to bring up. Wicked. That was nutty. Thanks, brother. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from you.
Well, I learned a lot from
coaching
Yoki tonight. He used the word circumvent. It was a beautiful use on the verb. Yeah, that was a beautiful play.
Okay, guys. Why don't we still got the Western Conference first round, okay? And let's talk about our Canucks.
Oh, look at this. They just tied it up.
Wow.
So what do we got now?
It's going to overtime.
LA wins.
If they tie, what's it at?
So just so the fans know, we're watching live LA and Chicago. If LA wins now, they play Edmonton.
If LA wins.
If
LA wins, they move into third.
Because Vegas lost.
In the division.
Because Vegas lost to Anaheim.
And Vegas will go to the second wild card.
Do they have to win or can they tie? Do they have to win or can they tie?
No,
what do you mean, like get a point?
Yeah, because they'll both be tied with 98.
And I don't even know that answer.
Because they're both getting a point no matter what. Oh, no, because it goes to overtime and it ties them to get the one.
Yeah, so I don't know the tiebreak, who wins that. So why don't we...
It's regulation wins, right?
Vegas is 98. LA has 97. If they get 1 point, it's 98.
Oh, so they're behind.
And then rightful wins, they both have 41. So then what does it go to?
We'll go on Twitter and see what's up after.
Yeah, maybe they'll win in a shootout.
All right. Well, stay tuned. Can we go to Canucks
Predators
versus Predators? Our Canucks guys, and it's a hot ticket. It's a hot
Sunday
ticket.
Sunday night, 7 p.m.
Anyone going?
No, I'm gonna watch from home.
Hell yeah,
that's the way to go. Go to watch from home. You get everything nice and comfy and
cheaper beer at home too.
Yeah, cheaper beer. You don't have to worry about parking.
No, there you go.
I want to mention we had a GOAT fan, Salvador. Thank you, Salvador, for sending us these old school Canucks tickets.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And he just told me about the pricing back in the day. So he has this game here. 1975 against Chicago at the Pacific Coliseum, February 24th. This is a regular season game, it looks like, but
$12.
Best tickets.
It's been $1.
Best tickets were the Reds, called the Reds, $6.50.
$6?
Well, it's 1975. The Blues was $5, and then the Greens was $3.50. Standing room was $2. And then he also has, look at that, 1982 Stanley Cup Finals
Islanders
against the Islanders. Okay, he's got Section D, Row 2, Seat 1, 25 bones, $25 for that game. Just pretty cool. It's insane GOAT history right there.
25 scoots. You think people were going bonkers back then about $25?
Probably. 1982.
Man, it would be pretty cool to be in that building though. On Sunday.
I was there for a bunch of playoff games. My parents and my dad had some season tickets. We didn't go to we went to the Calgary series.
94?
In 82.
Oh, okay.
I remember going to Coliseum. We'd park by the P&E and walk into the old Coliseum. It was cool. Yeah, but you're right. If you were in the Reds, you're good.
Wow, eh?
Center ice Reds, you were in good. Yeah, those are good seats to have.
Was there still like the parking? You know how the Chinese old people, they come and flag you down? Do they still have that?
It's like it is then? Now when you go try to go to the P&E.
It's awesome.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
Pay their mortgages with that.
Capitalist. Yeah. You just go out
and
there
then they're like $20. We're like, $10.
I used to make wicked dough and go straight to the card store and get
my nonna did
hockey
it.
cards. I
Old
did it at my
Italian
nonna's
lady,
house.
old Italian lady back in the day, because they were on Renfrew too. They'd put their little sign out, so Italian, Chinese, whoever it is, the community would be out there.
But yeah,
Parking.
three in the front,
not?
two in the back.
Yeah. And they jam
I was
them in
working
there.
them around too.
You got to do
You
it.
guys should do it for Greek Fest as well.
I think we did it a couple
Did
times
you?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make the money.
Okay, guys, are you going against your home team?
No, I'm not. I think I've been pessimistic all year, but I think I'm gonna get on the optimism train here. And Canucks have been a good team all year, man. It's people are waiting for them to falter. We were waiting. They did a little bit, but they did that without their starting goaltender. He's back. He's played a couple games. If he's actually truly 100% healthy, he's a game breaker for them. And I just like their lineup. Lindholm as a shutdown guy, completely shut down Draisaitl the other night. It was a prime example of what he's going to do.
Kempe scored, so let's just end it right there. Okay, keep going, Nucci. Sorry.
We still don't know. We got our monkeys with the calculators outside trying to figure it out. But yeah, I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the Canucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like what they have a couple options they can go to as well. I like the kind of lineup that they had there. They can always go to that Lotto line if they need a spark. They can put that Bluger, Garland, Joshua line together. Just like the dynamic that they have with those lines and Demko in the pipes. You just have to believe this team that won 51 games or whatever it is. Like they should be able to do it. And time for the boys to step up. And I'm gonna go Canucks in 5.
Wow.
I love it.
Statement.
Yes.
I worry, guys. I worry. I'm going to say it now. I'm worried their management, coaches, players are not being truthful about Demko. Truly.
You think he's hurt still?
I think he has a nagging injury. Insanely nagging.
You don't think playing tonight too and it didn't matter? If he was nagging, they would have sat him out.
I don't think they want to show he's okay. I think it's nagging. The guy, what just happened the last month? 2 to 4 weeks. No. Is he on the ice? No. He might go on the ice. He's hurt. I'm sorry.
Would they really take a chance with him at that point when they know they're pretty much at this number one position? Like even with backups goalie, I wouldn't rush my goalie into that.
I wouldn't rush him, and he wouldn't have played tonight if he had something nagging.
I think
40 saves.
I'm on Fanucci's side. I said to somebody today, Canucks in 5, and I think there's a different vibe about this group. I think Tockett's got them where they need to be, which he'll probably be the coach of the year. But I'm sure we'll get to that later. But I think their defensive core is real good, which was so suspect the last 2 years, and what they did with Susie and Cole and then Zadorov, like they're good. Mm-hmm. And Hughes is he's ridiculous. Like
Hronek too.
Hronek's awesome too. I think Hughes is officially solidified what people have been saying for years, that hockey's become positionless hockey. There's your number one guy, him and Makar probably, that define what that really means about no positions in hockey. So I say Canucks in 5. I will say this, Pettersson's got to stay on his feet. Can't be getting knocked down all the time. And if he doesn't perform, he gets my Matthews treatment. Like perform or your 69 goals or your whatever, it doesn't matter. So Pettersson is on my watch for sandpaper and grit to go with the skill.
Nice. I like it.
I'm going with Canucks in 6, only because I think they're going to be a little slow to get off the hop here. I think some of the smaller guys are going to have to find their way into it just because it's a different game. This core hasn't really been in a true playoff game, right? I think their defense, even 1 through 7, is the best Canucks had in a long time, maybe even since they made that run, probably even better. Like Mark just listed off who they have, and you look at him, man, they're all big, tough guys. Like Zadorov, even that guy can skate, and when he wants to play, that guy can play. Like he's a playoff defenseman. And to me, they're going to win for sure, but for them to advance, I think it all comes down to quit. So Pettersson has to he has to be a playoff player.
I agree.
I know he's small, but that didn't stop guys before, and he kind of has to bring his game. Like Miller's going to play.
I was just going to say that, like when you see Miller, if the NHL isn't following Miller on this Netflix thing they're doing, they're crazy. I think they're filming Hughes, but they better have Miller a lot beside him. The guy's legit. I know he's polarizing. I know we've all played with Americans, and he's your typical American hockey player, and I know soccer guys too. He's your typical American, but he's jam. Like that's the word I would use. He's a jam, man. He's got jam. And he scores. And so the team, I think, follows that. So to your point, Yoki Pettersson, you're right. He can't be a perimeter guy. Like I know there's this Canadiana or whatever knock on Swedes. Like Forsberg was a beast. Oh yeah, right. Lidstrom was a beast. Don't give me the Boreal Salming in the 80s. Like I don't want to hear Zetterberg, these guys who carved the Swedes or whatever. No. But Pettersson, in what I've seen, he's got to show up and have a little more jam to his game.
You know what I like about the Canucks too is their third and fourth lines.
Yeah.
Like I really like Dakota. Like he was injured and the Canucks kind of went on that lull of games. As soon as he came back, they started playing better. Like even Connor Garland, even though he looks like he's using a mini stick out there sometimes.
20 goals.
20, but their third and fourth line, those are playoff type third and
Garland's
fourth lines,
great.
right?
Rock's a neck guard. He's got good hair.
Yeah.
He's feisty. Hoglander, I think, has been feisty.
He's been awesome too.
Not a fan of Nils Alman, but maybe he'll come to the table. And they can throw in DiGiuseppe. Yeah. Suter and Bluger are good.
I think he's more of a playoff player. I think.
Although Bluger's got bad skates too. Like I don't know what
the tongues.
Yeah, I don't know. He's wearing like a Micron from the 1980s.
His tongue's out.
Yeah, I don't.
Just heavy boots.
The skate looks ugly. You got to look good when you're playing it.
Nashville's greasy, man. Saros played like 70 games this year. It's
great town though.
They have 2 sick D-men and one sick line. And they
sick town.
I've never been. I'm supposed to go next year, so we'll see.
Yeah. We got to go there.
This is the old NHL.
Goat Radio on one of the bar tops.
Is it Tootsie's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you worry about more than half the team not playing in front of a playoff crowd?
No, that should make you more powerful.
I think they'll fire them up.
I'm not. I know. Just
make them nervous.
If that makes them
come on, when you roll back into Houghton for a game, your sophomore year or whatever, and the fans are going nuts. Come on, how do you not play well?
Yeah, it was fun.
So the Canucks, I think, the same thing.
But I had to go through 2 years of losing. I'll tell you that.
Yes. Oh. You learned. You learned it on the job.
You learn, and then you go to the things like the Final Five, which was fun. But
who do you got?
2011. It's a rematch of 2011. You guys remember?
Yeah. It was Kessler, another American who dragged him
Kessler,
through that series.
Beast. Guys, he was a beast. Kessler was a beast in that series. Miller's going to be a beast in this series. Yeah. I'm going with the same result, 2011, 6 games for the Canucks.
We're 6 and 5s here.
6 and 5s, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like the closest we've been?
I think so.
Okay, guys. Winnipeg Jets, Colorado Avalanche.
This is a good one.
I like it.
This is
a coin flip. Probably the biggest coin flip for me out of all the series. I'm just going to go straight out and say I'm going with another Canadian team here.
You got to go 7, though, at least.
And you know what?
This guy just loves Canada.
It's going to be 6 games for the Jets. Hellebuck.
So they're going to win
game-changing
the series in Colorado.
Yeah.
Wow. That's ballsy.
Colorado's not the same team.
Is Landeskog going to show up?
Winnipeg's home ice, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are home ice.
So Winnipeg.
Landeskog's going
to pull the whiteout.
Yeah. Love the whiteout.
Oh yeah.
Who has Kevin Nash?
Landeskog's going to pull the Kevin Nash.
Oh man,
getting out of the wheelchair with the fake cast.
I think so.
Well, that was a great storyline.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Oh man, I got to go Jets. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate going against McKinnon.
I know.
I'm gonna go Avs 7.
Avs 7.
I'm gonna go Avs 7. Yeah, I changed it.
Change on the fly?
Yeah.
You dumped it in and got off the ice?
Did you think of McKinnon?
I just thought of McKinnon. I'm like, how?
Winnipeg's forwards, it's just a straight gritty lineup.
It's gritty, and McKinnon is going to come up in my when we do the award prediction stuff in a pretty heavy awards, and I just don't think he's going to shut it down now. He's gone to another level this year.
I'm going Jets 7.
Ooh.
I just think they're primed. I like Bonus. He's a character coach. He's been around so long. He's had some I think they battle for the coach and his wife's little sickness this year. And
Bones.
Winnipeg is cool. It's a hockey crazed market. Obviously, they probably need a new rink, but I just like Kyle Connors, nasty, Scheifele. Who else they got? They picked up Toffoli,
Monahan.
I mean, he did awesome when he got there.
They got a couple Italians too.
Yeah,
Lardy,
lots.
DeMello.
It's a full Hellebuck.
Perfetti.
Yeah, he's from the northern part of Italy.
Perfetti, eh?
Yeah, I go 7 Jets.
Okay.
I'm going Jets in 7 too. As much as I like Vanucci was saying, McKinnon and Makar, they can't play 60 minutes, and there's 3 other positions on the ice, right? Like when they won, they had Kadri, who was a gamer. They had, what's his name, Landeskog, who was out there. You know, they lost a couple defensemen, but I just think it's going to be in 7. It's going to be close, but I just think the Jets are just too deep. Like, they're high end. It's for sure 100%.
They got to wear their older jerseys too.
And that city, like, I have my wife's family's from there, and her grandfather, they love the Jets. And the Jets are, if they win, they're going to go nuts there.
Big mosquitoes.
Massive mosquitoes.
They carry away little kids.
Yeah.
That's how big they are.
Okay, boys, Jets for us. Okay, finally, the last 2 series are settled here. And Vegas probably rigged that game to play. They wanted to maybe get a hand on Dallas. I don't know. Maybe they feel like they got their number. I don't know. But they lost.
Let's play the best team.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Fuck
They lose to Anaheim right now.
It's like Ric Flair, right? If you're gonna be the man,
Beat the man.
that's right.
Dallas Stars and Vegas. Guys, heavyweight tilt again. But Nucci, this is your Stanley Cup prediction from before the season.
They were mine last year. I think they're insanely better even this year.
Who?
Dallas than they were last year.
Yeah. I'm under.
They've had a Tanev. That decor is insane.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of guys that have scored over 20 goals. Like 8 or 9 guys, I think, that have over 20 goals on that team.
Yeah, like Sagan's not even one of their top guys anymore, and he
Like the young kid came in and started scoring goals from Kamloops.
Stankoven.
Just okay, we'll just parachute this guy in, drop him in, and away you go.
Robertson, Ben, they're loaded up. Loaded.
Yeah. They
Heiskanen. Great name.
Hintz.
Went to a Stars game.
Rope.
Yeah.
If you can throw out a name like Rope, like that's mint.
That Harley kid did well too
Harley,
this year. Yeah.
Rope.
Watch
What's your name? Rope. Nice to meet you. I'm in.
Watching Heiskanen skate is live because I went to that Stars game there.
Is it smooth as shit or what?
It's so, like, his upper body doesn't move.
Wow. Must have nutty hip flexors.
Crazy Achilles, maybe. Crazy Achilles.
So
He's got some pop.
You're going Dallas.
I'm going Dallas. Vegas done. They're just bad karma with the whole LTIR crap, and Stone might not even be able to come in and do anything.
I like it.
Goaltending's very iffy. I don't even know how they did it with the Cup last year. I'm going to go Dallas. Quick work, 5.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to say this with all, I know when you say all due respect and then you're not giving anybody respect, but I don't like Vegas. I never liked them. I thought coming into the league as an expansion team and then making the Cup and getting the Cup, it's like, fuck, we've waited how long as a Canuck fan? So I never liked that, so I don't like them. Nothing personal, so I'm going to just say Dallas in 4. Bag it up, throw it out, beat it.
Good.
Defending Cup champs don't even put up a fight.
Yeah, see you later. It's like the French national team after they won the World Cup, swept by Senegal and whoever. Out. Good night.
I don't like Vegas either, but not for the reasons you mentioned. It's because they just seem to get rid of guys. They're almost like, you're done. It's almost like they're like an NFL team will just cut you and get rid of you, right? Like Jonathan Marsh or so, he's probably gone at the end of the year, and he just won the Conn Smythe for him 2 years ago, right? At the end of the day, I just think Dallas is just too good.
Yeah.
Like even when they played Vancouver, like they outplayed Vancouver, and Vancouver's a good team. Like I just don't think.
They just can't wear those neon jerseys.
No, those are terrible. Terrible jerseys.
Yeah.
They got to bring back the Mike Modano old ones.
Or the Minnesota North Star.
those ones
they
are
can't,
good.
That win, yeah.
Yeah, because
They got a
Minnesota wears them.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They got a sick atmosphere in that ring too, man.
I'm just saying Dallas in 5.
Okay. Wow.
I'm gonna agree.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
We're
Dallas
on it.
in 5.
Okay.
I'll just agree right there.
That's a hand.
Dallas
I
is
had a
just
clap for that one, boys.
power horse. Okay. Last series, guys, in the West. McJesus and the Edmonton Oilers. The boys are buzzing a little bit.
McJesus.
McJesus and
He's
Edmonton
very, very good.
versus
Just a little bit.
LA. LA, guys, probably the most. I don't even know what to say about LA. Defensive squad that turns it up. Transition
1-3-1.
game. Yeah,
Going to the old
that's tough.
torts. 1-3. Oh no, who was it? Philly or Tampa?
Jacques Martin.
Yeah.
It's tough to play against. That's for sure. Are they going to do that?
Well, they've been doing it for the last month.
Wow. Well, I mean, you got to stop McJesus somehow. I don't know who I'm picking for this, guys. How do you go against Draisaitl and McDavid? It's their time. It's their time, but it's not going to be.
So you're going with the Canada thing again?
Buddy, I'm going with Edmonton. I don't feel.
Canadiana.
I do not feel good if I don't choose them.
Okay.
They're going, and they're going to make a run this year, guys. He has to. He's the best player possibly to ever lace it up.
Does just one question before we move on. Say Vegas is now on the other conference, not the other conference, but the other division. If they win, do they reseed it again, or do they stay in that?
No, you stay on your side now.
Until the finals of the conference. Okay.
Yeah. When we were younger, they would always top seed would always play the lowest seed no matter what.
Yeah.
But now ever since a wild card comes in, you're on your bracket side.
So I'm going with Edmonton in 6.
I want to, because of the way LA plays, I think they could frustrate an offensive team like Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Matchups wise, I think they have guys like Danault, Kopitar, and stuff that, especially on home ice, they could get out there against those top guys, McDavid and Draisaitl and stuff, to really shut them down. I just don't know if LA has enough power to win enough games over a span of over the 7 games to get those 4 wins.
One at a time.
Special teams is massive in the playoffs, like insane in the playoffs. I don't think LA can stop them in that regard. So I'm gonna I think it'll go deep, and I think it'll be Edmonton in 7, but I think it's a toss up in 7. But I'll go with Edmonton in 7.
I'm gonna go with you on this, and you. I'll stay with Edmonton. Now, not a fan. I think their defensive core isn't deep enough. I know they've got obviously some offensive threats, and obviously the 2 obvious ones. Not sold on LA because that defensive style. I mean, it's when you're always defending, you're always up against it, and I don't know. I just don't like that style of play. I don't even like watching games from LA's rink. It's always dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks dark when the game's on TV. Mm-hmm. So that bugs me.
And their jerseys are black. Everything's black.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. I do like Will Ferrell in the crowd. Doughty's a beauty. So
they need Undertaker in there now.
Yeah, they do.
I just go with Edmonton. I like obviously, how do you bet against Connor?
Fuck yeah.
Is he injured though?
You got 100. Well,
Yes,
Are they lying?
He is. Everyone's lying.
they have to.
It's just conspiracies.
Everyone, when someone gets hurt at the end,
Yeah.
it's a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
They have to shut the hell up from the top to the
They should
to
just
the
say the guy's
scratches.
sick.
To the scratches. He's okay.
Just a-
He ain't okay.
I think that's what the Canucks did really well this year. With all these injuries that happened,
Yeah.
there was zero like stuff got out.
But you even mentioned Demko. They said 2 to 4 weeks. Dakota Johnson was the same thing, or whatever. What's his name?
Joshua.
Yeah.
Guys, this
He's the
comes
same thing.
from the veteran general manager. You're not hurt. You are, but you don't say shit, especially in Canada with this media.
No, they did a good job. They must
do.
have had a leak, a mole, a rat in the organization, and they
Moly.
they got they got rid of him or her, and because man, literally, the insiders know nothing, and it's kind of the first time.
Lower
really,
body, upper body. That's all we're gonna hear.
Just a body injury.
Yeah,
yeah.
full body injury.
Full body injury.
Did we get your
Where you
Edmonton?
going?
No. I think the reason why Winnipeg is so good this year is the precise reason why I don't think LA is going to do anything. They made that trade for Dubois, and you guys mentioned
Character.
Deneau and
Kopi.
Kopitar. They're still good players, but they're older, right? And you got like a prime McDavid coming at you, and you got Draisaitl, and Dubois like. He's this guy who, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Like, he can't even show up. And I think that's a gaping hole. Their defense isn't as good. I just think Edmonton's a better team, and I have them in 6. So that's my prediction.
Beauty.
I think I won all Canadian too.
Oh, you said it. The first round's going to be wicked as
That's
always. So we can't wait, guys. Why don't